we got a lot of cash donations from local businesses like Red Dragon Karate, your dad's surgery. And we've gotten a lot of support through our community, and the staff at the school, like Diamond Bar High School. I mean, they let us do all the advertising there on campus, and AQMD, the Carbon Canyon staff. We've gotten a lot of help, also from the local fire departments.
We're going to present the fire department who weren't able to be here today. We want to thank them for all their efforts because without them, this area probably wouldn't be here today. You can see how close the fires came all through the hills, and driving over, you saw how these fires were. So we wanted to thank the fire departments, and they weren't able to make it today because they're busy saving us from any emergencies that might happen. So we made this plaque for them, and we're going to be going to their board meeting in early February to present this to them. So we wanted to thank them a lot too.
We wanted to ask you to join us in planting the trees, which is going to take place down the trail. And today it's really all about a new start for everyone, especially the people in Brea. This is really big for them because their community was greatly affected by the fires. Same with Yorba Linda. Chino Hills was affected as well.
Okay, now we want to present to you a very special guest of ours. He's an employee of the Air Quality Management District of Southern California, and he's going to be offering us some intriguing information about how these trees will impact the air around us. So I want to introduce Mr. Barry. If he could come and
Yeah, Uncle Happy.
Thank you guys. Really encouraging to see so many people gather in an event like this and kind of try to make a difference. I think it starts with the younger generation, and once they learn what they can do to help air quality, it makes our job in the long term a lot easier, as well as these guys very eloquently stated, we have the worst air quality in the whole country. We still do. We've been trying to control it for the last 50 years. In the last 20 years, we've made a pretty big difference. You can probably see, at least you guys may not remember, but your parents will probably remember, you couldn't even see the San Gabriel Mountains just up the street from us, from Diamond Bar. What we do is we come up with rules and regulations. So our local factories have what they call the lowest emissions or the cleanest processes when we make gasoline in the area or when we make different chemicals. It also goes to your typical consumer use, like households, when they paint their house. We have the cleanest paint in the country with the cleanest solvents or cleanup solvents in the country as well. So we've done a lot, but really it all comes down to what the public does as a whole as well. As you can see, there are more hybrids driven in Southern California than anywhere else in the country. One of the things when I talked to this group in fall of last year, they were trying to come up with different ideas, and they came up with the idea of planting trees. And planting trees, from a technical term, what it does is the effect is called the heat island effect. And these guys have already touched on it, where there are more trees in one small concentrated area. It actually does lower the temperature in that area. Lowering the temperature has a lot of different benefits. You'd have to run the air conditioning less in the summertime, and that's where smog problems are the worst, is during the summer. So there's a lot of benefits associated with it. Other aspects of the heat island effect are what they call the white roofs or the light color roofs. They're starting to get those into the system as well. As you've probably seen in the newspapers, they're also trying to put in more solar or photovoltaic systems onto the roof of not only commercial and industrial buildings, but also housing. So all of those things added together make a big difference. And I think, as you guys indicated, 20 or 100 trees is not going to save the world, but it definitely is a step in the right direction. And what it really did was not only got 6% of you guys to know each other, but it got this bigger group out here, and everybody will now kind of have a thought in their head about how important trees are. There's some brochures here that other things you can do in your own house, like turn off the computers or turn off the lights. That makes a big difference. And it's not only just a cost saving, but it's an energy saving, and that translates directly into air quality benefits. You can change regular light bulbs to fluorescent light bulbs. You can talk to your parents about buying low VOC paints for the house. There's a lot of different things you can do to help us do our job in the long term as well. So again, I'm just really, really encouraged to see such a large group come together, and I want to thank the club here at Diamond Bar, the One Air Club, in getting this together.
Alright, so we'd like to thank you one last time for coming. And so can you, if you guys can wait here while a One Air person comes to get you, and they're going to get a small group of you and take you over to the back so you can start planting trees. That's the whole reason we're here today. Alright, thank you guys.
Oh. You
Oh,
want to take 2 more?
okay. Okay, real quick, we're going to do 2 more raffles.
Just to end this on day. Okay? You have your tickets out? You ready?
I want a tree.
You better be ready. What happens if I call the number?